there are blank answers. At least, see, from our schools, there should not be any blank answer. No, that can be an objective. No, we can definitely consider, and that we need to train right from the tests. If somebody has not failed, if somebody misses something, we should keep telling about it. We should make noise about it. Otherwise, they can keep leaving. And third is paper 1. You for everything we should not be working out the answers. Paper 1's objective is not working out the answers. We are but it is selecting the answer. I think see, there is a difference between selecting the answer and working out the answer. A number of places we have the units to help us. Or two similar answers to help us. When there are two similar answers, both the answers are going to be wrong. So I think these things should be kept in mind while teaching itself. Multiple choice questions also should be taken more seriously, like the paper 2. Generally, people tend to take paper 2 more seriously than paper 1. But paper 1 will fetch marks easily. So if we can keep this in mind, a few hints. So take care of the units. Check the units for your answers, and go for the elimination. Go if there are similar questions, you please neglect them. Fine. Then you will be able to get it. So try to select the answers rather than solving, because the blank answers are mainly due to lack of time, and people don't know how to manage the time. So this comes to the ATL. So this is a time management suggestion. So they should select the answers rather than working out the answers. That is highly advisable. Okay. Another thing actually, I really wanted to tell this. There was a question. A voltmeter of resistance 50 kilo ohms is used to measure. This is the question. This is a question on the diagram is given, and the stem is this. A voltmeter of resistance 50 kilo ohms is used to measure the electric potential difference in a circuit. The cell has EMF 5 volt and negligible internal resistance. What is the reading of the voltmeter? This particular question,
Where is it connected?
Voltmeter is connected here, sir. I didn't mark that. Voltmeter is connected here. This is a question of very low discrimination index. Can you believe? It's not a difficult question, correct? That's why we immediately responding by asking why. The reason given in the subject report is very interesting. Students missed that stem. The voltmeter has a resistance of 50 kilo ohms. That was not considered by most of the students. It looks silly, but it makes a lot of sense. We need to take care of the stem properly.
What is the answer?
The answers are right. Sir, answer is fine. I have 50, so 50, sir. So it's going to be 25, right? No, 125. No, so 125 by 5. So it's going to be 1 volt.
It's 4 volts and 1 volt.
That's what 1 volt in this case.
4 volts.
Yeah, that is the answer, but many of them have not given the answer. So any other points regarding paper 1? Sheetal, you have any points to say? Paper 1. Then we will take a paper 2.
Is there anything that we basically see paper 1 we generally expect some data analysis questions in the beginning. This is what we have been looking, right? And then if you talk about HL paper 1, then around after 20th of the questions, then you will see that the a lot of difficult topics are covered towards the end. So I have noticed one thing: my children, students, they tend to they tend to be comfortable in first 15 to 20 questions, and then they'll start the speed will hamper towards the end. So what I generally tell them is that you should finish first 20 questions in 1/4 of time, because you need more time to cover last 20 questions, particularly for Excel, because as you go towards the end, 20 onwards, then the topics are also the difficult topics. So generally this is what I do, but many of my students, I mean, I have seen tendency to avoid, last half and then do this first bit, because they are confident about some of the answers. Very initially they find it simple, and then it becomes difficult. So this is what I have noticed. But otherwise, as far as distribution of the topics are concerned, I generally have not worked out any pattern as such, but I tell them you cannot skip anything. I mean, you'll have to cover all the topics, because the selective studies will never work for IB. They will either suffer in paper 1 or paper 2 or paper 3. Moreover, now I think in paper 2 there are no options anymore. Earlier they used to have these options of attempt 2 out of 4 or 1 out of 3. That is removed now. Am I correct, sir? That is removed now. So paper 2 is compulsory. 95 marks for Excel and 50 I think for essay. So there are no options given in paper. Paper 1 was anyways compulsory. So nothing specific in paper 1, sir. But is there, if there is anything
else, any comments on paper 1?
I teach only AS levels. Most of the time, because I not have access to IB papers, I give you IB multiple choice paper to my AS level students. I see them they look comfortable. So I don't see much difference between the IB paper 1 and AS paper.
See, this opens up something else. If you have access to the AS papers, it's better that you give, because one problem that many of us would face is where we can get good questions. IB type of questions. But see,
so that shows that assessment criteria is almost the same.
Almost the same. That is true.
Not much difference.
Correct.
And I also see that they stay together in the lab. IB student helping the AS level and AS level student helping the good student.
That's true. That's very true.
In fact, in AS A level, they have this paper on practicals, right? So paper 4 or paper 3. I think that actually Babu sir also knows that we have used some of those questions for giving investigations to the students. They're very good questions. So, and they explain everything, what apparatus you might need and all. So for DCPC kind of, because now individual investigations have started this year onward, but we used to have design, data collection, processing and CE practicals. So for giving them practice of open-ended questions, or at least structured labs that we are giving them for DCPC, we found A-level paper 3 quite difficult.
Now you can use paper 5. Paper 5 is quite good. Paper 1 is
planning analysis.
There is no alternative to practical at AS level.
Only at 10.
And this paper 5, AS A level is quite challenging.
Okay.
And they take away all these skills that they have learned in AS to do that paper 5 in A level. They have not done the practicals, so they have not developed that skills in AS, and they struggle in A level while they are designing practical.
What is the structure of this paper for everyone's information?
For this, in AS, that is in grade level, that's IDDP 1, that will they do one multiple choice, and then structured question and answer, and then there's advanced practical skills.
Okay.
So they do 2 questions, and one they draw the graph, calculate the gradient, find the constant. The second question they just take 2 readings, and then they find out what are the difficulties or limitations and what are the errors of uncertainty, how they will improve it. And in A level they have
So they have on the experiment they have comment on
Yes. And next year in A level they do plan experiment, they'll actually plan.
Actually do the
No,
No, they will just plan the experiment.
Oh,
How what
just-
is the independent variable,
Yeah.
what is the dependent
No data
variable.
collection,
No data collection.
just
But
planning.
most of the time it is stereotype based on
Yeah.
If they solve 5 papers, 6th paper anybody can.
Okay.
Stereotype, identify independent variable, dependent variable, what are the
but IEB is much more challenging.
practical wise IB is challenging. Practicals, they because they have to explore. Here they just plan and write it down.
Yeah, when I saw one sample report of 190, so I was just shocked.
Okay.
See how it actually works.
This is another one in paper 1. See, across paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, we can have NOS based questions. Has anyone worked on the NOS? What do we need to worry about when it is NOS based questions?
How many marks we have taken?
It's okay. Good.
This is 2 marks I saw.
Yeah,
It's
less.
Very less it is. No.
But then,
That's a no.
But
this
this
is
is
something
all
which is a
textbooks.
mix. I think all of us, we are just waiting for maybe
Maybe
we have
only-
only
exactly.
sample
That's why I'm
papers we
asking.
have for reference, and the first board exam will be made.
See, I was telling my school, right, we are the guinea pigs, so right, we're going to see what's going to happen, and other teachers will let know, take our experience.
Learn from you.
Everyone's
Learn from Baba.
But NOS is generally vague question there. There's no.
Yeah, no, actually, see, what I found was that, see, NOS, see, I did not take it more seriously, right now, in the topic itself, as we discussed, we have not discussed, right now, why it is, say, for example, discuss Thomson's atom model, and what are the drawbacks of Thomson atom model, that is a NOS question. Or using the graphs to interpret something is again NOS based, because people use mathematical models to explain different scientific principles. So that is also NOS. So I felt that I should not worry about how to frame a NOS question. I should just go ahead with the normal IB pattern, But in the class, we play it now because now the guide is very, very useful. It's definitely better than the previous guide because it gives you all the necessary tools to take it to classroom. So just keep that in mind through your discussions. That's all I felt we need to do. At least I have not done anything in NOS, because I want to know what others have.
There was one question which unit, why is Fahrenheit not preferred? And the options were it's not understood by all of the options were seemingly right. So all the scientists in the world cannot understand the unit. Then the other option was something like it cannot be divided equally. All the options seem to be right. The answer was very, very.
This was the